here we are again. The last video of 2024. For those that don't know, every year since 2020, I have filmed the last day of the year, kind of going over what my future plans are for the channel, recapping the last year we've had, and, you know, just kind of wrapping everything up. And, well, it's that time again. You know, every year without fail, I'm here like, how are we here again? Time goes by so quickly. This year, I will say, it doesn't take me as much of a surprise. I still feel like there should maybe be a couple months left. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, lots happened this year. As far as the channel, we uploaded every video every single day in November. I tried to do 24 videos in 10 days at the end of the year again, but that failed for a couple reasons. These are typically just, you know, chill videos where I go just sit and chat. But unlike, I took a note from last year and I actually wrote down some things to talk about, and that is my top 5 favorite artists that are active within 2024 and what they've done in 2024, not counting previous years. Same goes for top 5 favorite songs of the year that came out in 2024, and the top 5 videos on the channel that performed well, and the top 5 favorite videos for me to record personally. So I kind of have those metrics here, and at the end, we'll do a little bit more chat and talk about what exactly is next for this channel, moving into 2025. We'll start on a more kind of like fun one, that being top 5 favorite artists / bands active in 2024. And at number 5, we have Lato. Lato is an artist that over the last like year, starting like middle of 2023, that I've really started to like with the song 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Freak Out, End of the Road. And then moving into this year with Rusty, Manic, IOU, Rotten, and then obviously a reaction that I did his Hurt, in parentheses, I Don't Think I'm Pretty. Just an artist that I've really like vibed to and really enjoyed. And yeah, I thought I'd put him on as number 5, give him some credit that I feel like he deserves, and just kind of highlight someone that I've enjoyed. But yeah, at number 5 we have Lato, and then we move on to number 4, being Dream Theater, is a band that I've really enjoyed for quite a few years now. But this year, their song Night Terror is pretty much what won them onto this list. Ended up being one of my top listened to songs this year. I loved that song. They released another song that I don't like as much, which did kind of drop them where I think I originally had them like 2 or 3. Dropped them down to 4, but still love their old music and stuff, and really liked their song Night Terror that they put out this year. Which I don't think this is the last time I'm going to be mentioning that song. I think that goes into my next list. But yeah, without further ado, we have at number 3, we have Rin. Rin is an artist that again, kind of cycle and repeat some things I've said over the last couple of years. I've really enjoyed Rin. He had an amazing feature on Baggage with Chris Bebby. His song Money Ties, then you have Slaughterhouse, Troubles, then that thing with the Kojo Beatdown that he even did, which I didn't end up reacting to, I ended up just listening to, just because he started dealing with like health issues and stuff, and I didn't want to bring drama and stuff onto the channel. Instead I focused on those other 2 songs he put out, Money Ties and Slaughterhouse, and I featured those on the channel because I was already months late to the Kojo situation. It didn't feel right to talk about it as much anymore, as I feel like they're kind of just sorting things out behind the scenes, and Rin's really focusing on his health. So yeah, that just kind of felt like the right decision to me, and for the channel, and for Rin. And then at number 2, we have 21 Pilots. And this is one that might be me stretching a bit, but they put out my favorite song of this year, which I'll get to in the next list. But yeah, the first half of Clancy that we've checked out, and we are going to be doing the second half early 2025. I've absolutely loved Routines in the Night. We have like songs like Midwest Indigo, Next Semester, Overcompensate have all been excellent. The Craving, both versions, like overall have just really enjoyed the album so far. And yeah, can't wait to check out the second half. They put out, again, my favorite song of the year, so it only felt right to have them pretty high up on this list. which then leads us to number 1, which if you looked at the channel is no surprise, as I've checked out so much of their music this year, and that being Chris Webby. And I'm not just saying this because he's like in my top 3 favorite artists right now. I'm saying this like overall. I'm saying this because he has released last Wednesday, which has a lot of songs that I've already checked out. The only ones we haven't done are a couple of ones released in like 2023, and the album exclusives, and I think Sandbox and FSU we still have to get to, which we will early 2025. But yeah, no, what I've heard of last Wednesday is amazing. And then the Lost Wednesdays, the demos, is a project that I find really, really cool because it encapsulates so many different sides of Webby. It has my favorite Chris Webby song that he's released this year, even including the Chris Webby Last Wednesday album that I've listened to so far. There might be a song on there that tops it, and there is technically Pray for My Soul I like more than I'll go ahead and say it, Sky High, but that was released in 2023, so it doesn't really count for the 2024 list. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. Chris Webby, amazing year with the Demos album, which is just a really good project in of itself. It's a really good album, so that's mixtape, however you kind of want to describe it. But yeah, great thing. He's released 2 albums this year, so for that, he is going to be put at my top artist of the year, personally. What are my top 5 favorite songs that came out this year? Obviously, and I guess this should go for the last one, this can't include things like Sleep Token or NF, which are an amazing band, or AGR, like, you know, some of my favorite artists and bands, and Sleep Token being a band that I've fallen in love with this year. But, you know, that came out last year. Can't really put this on this list, which is why they're not on it, but we will get to them, trust me. And at number 5, here's Lato again. We have Hurt. I love this song. Me and my friend were discussing kind of how we describe it, and we kind of come with like bouncy revenge is kind of what it is. And I think that described it so well. Such a fun song. The lyrics also are there, like they have some substance. And yeah, just overall really catchy song. Love it. Kind of been like a comfort song for me lately. So yeah, with number 5 we have Lato, Hurt. Then at number 4 we have Dream Theater, Night Terror. And I find it funny how these kind of match up to the artist level as well, which I feel like is kind of appropriate. And yeah, no, I've loved this song this year. It was just kind of to the later half of the year, but yeah, no, fantastic song. I've listened to it a lot. I like it a lot more than the other song that they put out this year. But yeah, Dream Theater, Night Terror, amazing. Then at number 3, we have Crypt, Pour Another Drink. This feels like I'm cheating. And this next song is going to feel like I'm cheating too. But it technically came out this year. But I've known about this song since 2022. I've had the first half of pretty much the whole song, just not the second verse. I've had a snippet of and knew about because Crypt played it on a live stream back in 2022, just without the second verse because that part wasn't made yet, I don't think. But this feels like I'm cheating, but it came out within the calendar year 2024 technically, so that's why it still makes this list. And then we move on to number 2, my second favorite song to come out this year. That being Chris Webby, Sky High, 2023, featuring Alexander Goodhart. And I know I said 2023 because that's technically the year I guess this was made. But just like Pour Another Drink, it technically came out in 2024. And that's when the album came out, Lost Wednesday, the demos. So I'm counting it. This is what I feel like is a criminally underrated. And I say underrated because it didn't make the album or part of the Last Wednesday release cycle. I will say I would rather it make this album, which I've actually ordered a CD of, than it not make any project and just be Bombs Away or theme song from Wednesday Before Last. I would rather it be on this than kind of be just a single that sure it might get more love in the moment, but I would rather it still be part of a project. So I'd rather it still be part of this than not make any album and just kind of be a single. Nothing against the singles. I think Bombs Away is good, and I loved Theme Song. That was one that I was kind of bummed that didn't make it on Wednesday Before Last. But I'm so glad that this got to add something. And I guess the one thing about it not making Last Wednesday is at least get to really beef up this project, and I think add a lot to it. Which if that's the reason why it's on here, I get it. Can't complain too much. Still got the song. So I'm still happy. Which leads us to my favorite song that came out this year, that being 21 Pilots' Routines in the Night. Love this song. It is definitely my song of the year. Fantastic. Super catchy. Can relate to it. It's just, can't say enough good things about it. I think I have reactions to 4 of the 5 songs on this list. So, yeah, if I remember, I'll link them down below. Night Terror. I don't really react to Dream Theater. I don't know what the copyright situation is. 21 Pilots and is already hard enough to do, but maybe we'll check out more of them on the channel. Which moves us on to the top 5 performing videos of the year that came out this year. Won't lie, a lot of the views I got were videos that released in 2023, but you know, it's okay. But yeah, at number 5, we have Epic Rap Battles of History with Trump versus Kamala Harris, which I don't have the views actually pulled up right now, but I'll put them on screen if I remember. But yeah, that was number 5. At number 4, we have Rin Halftime Nas Retake. At number and then the top 3, Sleep Token just dominates the top 3. That being at number 3, we have The Summoning, which was my first reaction that I did this year. Was super excited to come back, and it's not the last time I mentioned that reaction. And then we have Ascensionism by Sleep Token at number 2. And at number 1, we have Vor. Very interesting list of top 5. Vor is one that I was really shocked to see at number 1. But regardless, those are the songs that are in videos that performed the best on the channel this year. This was a lower performing year compared to last year, despite me doing more videos and stuff this year. I think it just might be the timing of when I react to stuff has been kind of delayed. This year was like a lot of catch up. I would like post way later, and someone's like, "You missed the hype train for Sleep Token on my reaction videos." I'm like, well, this is a hobby, so I would rather, you know, react to and enjoy the good music and film that and do like authentic reactions that to music I enjoy than just do it the moment it comes out to hop on a bandwagon. I think everything kind of works out the way it does for a reason. And then we move on to the top 5 favorite videos to record. And at number 5, we already kind of touched on it, that being Sleep Token, The Summoning. First video of the year. Was super happy to be back. It was in the other version of the setup that I had. You know, everything looked a lot cooler. I think we can all agree that my other setup did look cooler than this one. But I'm building, I think, a really cool setup for 2025. And I'm actually start putting that together later today or tomorrow. So super excited about that. Then we have MGK at number 4 with I Think I'm Okay with Youngblood, sad version. And I have this on here because it kind of took me back to 2019 when the song originally came out, in the album Hotel Diablo. And it felt more like nostalgic than it did sad for me, because I feel like those are kind of different. They can overlap, but I feel like they're inherently different and maybe feel nostalgic and whatnot. And it was a super interesting reaction to do and video. So yeah, that was number 4. And number 3, we have 3 Days Grace Mayday. And this was because it was just chaotic and fun to film. It would be maybe higher on this list, but the fact that I had to like watermark it video because of copyright blocks and whatnot. I had to kind of block out the video aspect of it. But regardless, I probably should have put this at 4 and have MGK higher, but we'll stick to it. This was my like initial gut this morning. And then we have at number 2, we have Sleep Token Rain. I did a fun edit on that one. That song's just really, really impactful and good. Just overall, super amazing video. It was like one of my favorite Sleep Token videos to film, which says a lot. And then at number 1, we have Sky High by Chris Webby. Just because, like, the shock that I felt, like, oh, this is a demo. This isn't making the album, and this is the quality that, like, it made me, like, super excited to react to the rest of the album. And there are some gems on Lost Wednesdays, the demo. So yeah, that was probably my favorite reaction to film this year. It even had, like, Chris Webby going, like, dang, your reaction makes me second guess not playing this on the album. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite videos to record. We hit 2K subs this year, which, you know, we were pretty close last year, so that's not saying a lot, but, you know, still super cool. can't wait to see kind of where we end it next year at, as I kind of have a little bit more of a plan going into next year. Still have to figure out some of the specifics of it, but overall, still cool. We did the uploading every day in November, which I think I touched on in the beginning of the video. I didn't want to do that this year. I wanted to take a month and just upload every single day to kind of like say I can do it, show myself I can do it. And we did. We did upload every single day, and I even had a trip in November, so I had to like film 7 of the videos in like a day and schedule them, edit them. I don't love editing my own videos. I think it's just I don't like hearing the sound of my voice. But yeah, no, still, we did that. One of the accomplishments, things we failed. We failed 24/10 twice. The original concept of 24/10 was to upload 24 videos a month for 10 months. Failed month 1 for one reason or another. And I was like, okay, whatever. Then I tried it to where it was 24 videos in 10 days. That one, I literally had a plan to do. And then my internet went down for like 2 days. Which is the main thing that screwed everything up. And I was like, cool. Can't film without internet. So, what do you do? But yeah. I still think we uploaded a decent amount. And we doubled with 24 more versus 23 growth, which are every year kind of has like a word associated with it. And yeah, the last year I have now playlists. I've also made playlists of like all the songs that we've reacted to in each year, and I will link them all down below. But we uploaded 40 videos last year, and we uploaded 80 this year, which this year did succeed with 24 more. I have uploaded more videos this year than any other year on the channel, so I count that as a success. Which now we get to move on and look to 2025, which at the end of the video I will reveal what the word for that will be, but the word to describe that year will be. But you know, with 2025 there will be a new setup, new thumbnail style, new graphics, all that fun jazz that will probably come along with every new year, and tweaks will probably be made to it throughout the year. But like, super excited for the new setup that I'm going to be making. I actually have like a vision in my head. This desk will like move to that wall. I will have like records and vinyls on in the background. Like it's going to look really nice if I get to pull it off the way that I have in my head. So that's super exciting. And I plan to create more like Reddit's coming back. Reddit will be back regardless in some form or format, whether it be the old one. I plan to slightly tweak it. But I also plan to make like a maybe once or twice a week show type thing where it has like, let's say 5-6 reactions in it, kind of like more discussions, and that kind of be where more of the bloat is, and then the reactions will just be like the actual reaction part, rate it, like the individual pieces to kind of gear the two types of ways that I kind of want to present my content. And then leaning more back into shorts and stuff as well, because I haven't done like shorts and stuff since 2023, and I feel like I'm kind of like underestimating that. But yeah, I have a bunch of things planned for next year, but still have to kind of map that stuff out a little bit more. So we'll be taking a week or two. I don't know how long. I'll try not to disappear for the whole month of January, but it might be a thing where maybe there might be like sporadic videos type thing. Definitely plan to like finish off Chris Webby's Last Wednesday, Clancy by 21 Pilots, stuff like that. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. If I do, I might pop back in here. But yeah, a few different projects. Still plan on making a podcast. I'll share information about that though when it comes time. But overall, yeah, super excited for what the next year has. I feel like we ultimately did a lot with this year. And yeah, I'll cut the chit chat. I'll stop just rambling on. I have a 20-minute recording. So yeah, without further ado, if you enjoyed this video and have enjoyed the content this year, make sure to subscribe more videos just like this. And be, you happen to too sweet, be the real you. Woo!